All right, let's dive into a really strange and fascinating corner of the plant kingdom. This is a place where the fundamental rules of life, well, they seem to get a little creative. We're going to be talking about seeds, but probably not the kind you learned about back in biology class.
Just stop and think about that for a second. We usually think of seeds as this big genetic shuffle, right? A mix of two parents that creates something brand new. But what if a plant could just skip all that? What if you could just pack a perfect genetic copy of itself into a seed all ready to grow? I know, it sounds like science fiction, but it is a 100% biological reality.
So here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with this biological puzzle, then we'll unpack two pretty incredible phenomena, Apomixis and Polyembryony. After that, we're going to connect it all back to our daily lives, from the science lab to your lunchbox, and then ask what this all means for the future of farming. Okay, let's get into it.
To really get how wild this is, we've got to first remember the standard blueprint for how most plants work. It's that classic story. Pollen from one flower fertilizes the ovule of another. This whole fusion of genetic material, which is called syngamy, creates an embryo, and that then develops into a seed. It's sexual reproduction, and it's basically the engine of diversity for the entire plant world.
And this is where things get really interesting. Nature, in its endless ingenuity, has come up with some pretty remarkable workarounds. Some plants have actually figured out how to create seeds without any fertilization at all. It's a biological shortcut that has some massive implications.
Okay, so our first stop on this journey is a process with a bit of a tricky name, but a beautifully simple idea behind it: Apomixis. Just think of it as nature's secret cloning machine.
So the most important thing to get here is this. Apomixis is basically asexual reproduction that's disguised as sexual reproduction. You still get a seed, which we always associate with fertilization, but that whole fertilization step, it's completely skipped. So how does this actually work? Well, there's no fusion of gametes. And a lot of the time, the process of meiosis, the one that has the chromosome number, that's skipped too. Instead, the embryo develops directly from a diploid cell of the parent. And the result of all this? The seed contains an embryo that is a perfect 100% genetic replica of its mother plant. It's a clone.
And this isn't just some weird thing you only find in a lab. You can find it in plants we see all the time, like citrus trees and mangoes. It's this hidden strategy that's been happening in our orchards for thousands of years.
All right, let's move on to our next concept and see how this all connects. If making a clone seed isn't strange enough for you, how about making a seed that's packed with clones? This is where we run into another fascinating quirk: polyembryony.
The name pretty much gives it away, right? Poly means many, and embryony is about embryos. So put simply, it's when one single seed gives rise to multiple embryos. It's basically the plant version of having twins or triplets, or even more.
Now this can happen in a few different ways. Sometimes extra embryos just pop up from other cells inside the ovule, like the nucellus. And here's a really key point. This can happen with or without fertilization. In fact, it often overlaps with apomixis, which is why we also see it so commonly in, you guessed it, citrus and mango. Now I know it's easy to get these two confused, so let's just break down the key difference. Apomixis is all about skipping fertilization to make a seed. That's its main thing. Polyembryony, on the other hand, is all about how many embryos are inside that seed. This means an apomictic seed is always a clone, but a seed that shows polyembryony, it could have a mix of both clones and genetically unique embryos from normal fertilization, all bundled together in one package.
So, okay, we've got these amazing biological tricks, but why does any of this matter to us? Well, this is where a natural curiosity turns into a tool that could absolutely revolutionize how we grow our food.
In modern farming, we rely so much on hybrid crops. These are plants that are bred to have these incredible traits, like higher yields, resistance to diseases, better flavor. The big problem, though, is that those traits are genetically unstable. When you plant the seeds from one of these amazing hybrid crops, the next generation is a total mixed bag. That perfect combination of genes just gets shuffled around and is often lost.
And that is the core challenge. Farmers get this incredible boost from a hybrid plant, it's called hybrid vigour, but they can't save the seeds. They have to go out and buy new, specially made hybrid seeds every single year, which is really costly and complicated.
But what if you could lock in those perfect hybrid traits? This is the incredible promise of Apomixis. Just imagine, scientists develop the absolute perfect corn plant. Then they engineer it to reproduce using Apomixis. Now, every single seed that plant produces is a perfect genetic copy.
Farmers can save their own seeds and get the exact same high-performance crop generation after generation.
I mean, the impact here is staggering. You could preserve the best traits forever. No more genetic lottery, no more losing yield. It would make high-quality seeds so much more affordable and accessible to farmers all over the world. It is a complete and total game changer.
And that brings us to the really big picture. What we're looking at are natural processes that, if we can harness them, could be one of the biggest leaps forward in agriculture since the original Green Revolution.
So the next time you eat an orange or a mango, just think about the weird and wonderful biology that might be happening inside its seeds. These aren't just little quirks of nature. They are powerful tools. They really do represent a future where we can grow more food, more sustainably, and more affordably. A future where nature's secret clones might just be the key to feeding our entire planet. Thanks for tuning in.